We have seen a tremendous amount of natural disasters this year, something that your home state, Hawaii, is not a stranger to. The climate crisis is here, and yet the Trump administration has implemented really deep cuts to the National Weather Service, to programs at FEMA, and in fact have gone so hard as to say the entire agency of FEMA could be gone as of this December. What is at stake for communities that are at risk to natural disasters? It's Haley on the Hill. Come with me as I take your questions to the halls of Congress every Tuesday.
Well, as you mentioned, Haley, that practically no state is immune from natural disasters, and we're seeing more of them, and the damage they cause are extreme, in fact, becoming more extreme. And yet we have an administration, a regime, I call it, that does not think that climate change is real. And I remember President Trump saying something along the lines of maybe states should deal with their own recovery from disasters. No state can recover from billions of dollars in damage. It takes all of us, including, federal government, of course, to help a state recover from all of that. And when the Maui fires happened, and I would say that what I describe as a family of federal agencies, over 1,200 people from FEMA as a lead agency, from SBA, DOJ, all of the family of federal agencies came to help Maui recover. And it is still recovering. It takes time. So for the administration to say we don't need to support FEMA, it is endangering people's lives.
And what do you have to say about the administration sort of cherry picking what states they think are deserving of care or response based off of the way that their population has voted?
That's unconscionable. We're all... I hardly know the words for the fact that we have a president who picks and chooses who he's going to go after. And he goes after any company, any university, you name it, anybody who stands up to him, who will pose any kind of a pushback to him. And that is why he cherry picks. And as we had to go through the rescission bill, where he decided that he was not going to fund Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which, by the way, provides disaster alerts, life or death alerts. He decided that, we don't have to fund the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. So he's cherry-picking programs and everything that he doesn't like that can pose any kind of a pushback to him. Is unconscionable. So he thinks he is a king, and that is why the millions of people who protested when he was having his military, whatever was going on there, and people really wanted to say, wait a minute, you are not a king. But he thinks he is. He thinks the rule of law doesn't apply to him. So it's dangerous. He poses a danger, as far as I'm concerned, to our lives and limbs. But he doesn't think so. He thinks he's great.
Thank you for fighting for us and advocating for us here.
I could go on, Haley.
I appreciate it. No, I think we all can. It's been a really frustrating
fight back. We have a role to play, each of us. We know the dangers posed by President Trump and this administration, which, by the way, he is very busy dismantling government. So whether it's the National Weather Service or the Department of Education, he would like to completely get rid of the Department of Education's support for our public schools. And that means for Hawaii, for example, there's about $300 million in federal funds that go to the programs that are in our public schools. And the state of Hawaii, and no state, every single state gets hundreds of millions of dollars from the U.S. Department of Education. If those are cut, no state will be able to fill that gap. But he does not care. So it's just an assault on public education, and I can go on about that as a product of the public school system.
Thank you so much for chatting with us.